everybody. Welcome. As usual, I have to find me down here where I can see what y'all are saying. Come on, Chromebook, act right. Who else is here? Tammy, hey. Flower Crochet Creations in Maribel, hello. HD, hey, hon. Y'all come on in and welcome, welcome. I just went completely out of YouTube. Let me get back on here. There I am, a chat with the yarn addict. Then maybe I can see what y'all are saying. Oh, me, Deborah, Andrea, Ola Joe, Laura, and Crafty Crochet and Bible with Angela, Laura, Mad Mimi. And this was Laura Coffin. Is that Becky? Hey, and Flip Flops and Lollipops. Hello, hello, hello. My chat won't go on back up there. Lisa, the Grammy scattered all the way. Kim's Crochet, hey, hon. Tiger Dragon Girl, hey, it's been a while. That's Darla, right? Oh, hey, Regina. Hey, Darla Antonio. And Teresa Harp and Madonna. Hello, Sugar. Susan Burt and Deanne Spencer. I hadn't got this on top chat yet. Let me get this where I can see y'all. I've got, where's my hand? I've got my Christmas blanket I pulled out over here, and then I've got my pumpkin up there. I think I merged the two holidays evidently today. I am missing everything y'all are saying.
I mean, it don't have no flavor to it.
Hey, Char and Debbie Graber and Joanne Jack and Paula and Bev Dittmer Knittery. Inherited Stitches, Enid, how are you doing? Carlene Pope, Debbie Graber, Bree, how are you, hon? And Julia, Samantha Stewart, and Dana, Triple C, Creative Crochet. I'll get it out eventually. Oreo, hey, welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Crochet Do My Way Wanda. Hi there. Chris, hey. Hey, sweet Donna Mako. Y'all are, hey, Trisha. And all handmade. I'm probably still on top chat here. Let me catch up, y'all. Y'all don't forget the thumbs up, if you will. I would appreciate it. Let me bring y'all just a tad closer. How about that? Oh, goodness. Hey, Barbara Riggle Baker. And Joanne Hesher. Bye, Cam. Love you. Cam's leaving. He's been here running in and out. And Pam F. and Kim, I said hey to you. I hope I'm catching up here. I've got a bunch up here. I know. Chris, did I say hey to you? Hey, hon. Mama G Gear and Cheryl, hello. I go back up here and Christy Turley, hey, hon. I saw you when you watched the replay last week, but I hadn't seen you here in a while. So happy to have you. I'm so happy to have all of y'all. Y'all just bless my heart every week. Y'all truly, truly do, and I mean that. I'm just trying. I hate looking down, but I'm trying to see who all I've missed, and I know. Hey, Alyssa, nice toy box. Yarn Barf, hey, and Susan Burt, did I say hey to you, hon? Deneen from Saskatchewan, did I get that right? goodness. I said, hey, to Mama 73. Let's see if I can do it this week. Amanda, my mind may be coming back. I don't know. And Dina K. How about if I do that and not try to pronounce your last name? Elaine Brown, hey, and Nana Kathleen. I just missed all of y'all up here. Mel Hartley, hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome in here, and I am so thankful to have you all. Cynthia King, hey, did I miss you? And Mary? Marceline, Mary, I don't know if I've ever pronounced your name right. You changed your name, Wanda. I was wondering if that was you. I was looking and I said, that's got to be Wanda. Okay. Dina, most people can't say my name, my last name, so I'm always, don't worry about it. Just, you know. Hey, Rachel King. I don't think I've said hey to you. And Lynn. Samantha, I think I said hey to you, or maybe not Samantha Stewart. I'm so happy you love my channel. I love having you here. And I've been a terrible YouTuber this week. I haven't done a video, well, last week. I had some stuff I was going to do all week, and it just wasn't a good week, y'all. I don't know why, but it wasn't. Annette, hey. And hey, Michelle, Nana Michelle Crochet. Have I missed you in all this? Well, thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, Katrina, how are you, hon? Mr. Knott told me the other day I was talking to one of the boys, and I was telling him no, Laura, I didn't get no orange yarn this week. I'm so sorry. I didn't get very much yarn at all this week. It's going to all probably come in on me in the next day or two, and Mr. Knott's going to go, what? And I'm going to say, I've ordered this back several weeks ago. But you know how Mr. Knott is. He's totally... Hey, Michelle McDavid. And Annette, I said hey to you, didn't I? My mind goes. Let me get a drink of water here. Hey, Suzanne Wallen. No, I did not get very much yarn this week. Yeah, it's all a secret when I order yarn. He starts and says, you know, have you been ordering yarn? And I'm like, no, of course not. Let me show y'all a few things that I did order that kind of pertain to yarn, but aren't yarn. I figured everybody was getting new hook cases. And I looked at all of the one on Amazon's, and I got so confused by which one was doing this and which one was that. Hey, Becky Bramlin, how are you? Thanks so much for being here. Oh, I didn't finish my thing, what Mr. Knott first said last week. One of the boys was leaving, and I was like, well, bye, hon. See you later, sweetheart, and all like this. He looked over at me. He said, you used to not say hun and sweetheart all the time. I said, I know. I get to calling everybody that I talk to hun and sweetheart and all like this because I just, terms of affection, I guess, because I love all of y'all so much. I truly do. And it's just, I don't mean anything. I used to get mad at men when I talked to them when we had our truck brokerage business. Because I talked to some men that really, you know, well, sweetie, you know, and it was really a put down on whether I had sense enough to know what I was talking about, and I knew what I was talking about. So I used to get a little bit aggravated. Oh, yes, Laura, Southern Belle. Hey, Autumn, how are you? Uh, I'm sure I have missed so many of y'all, and I am so sorry. Well, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. Oh, everything. Yarn bark, you got a little cat and it's all a toy, everything. Yes, yarn's always a toy. All handmade, did I say hey to you? Oh, Bev, that's these. I mean, I'm not putting, hey, Linda Quilty, I'm not putting all the male race down, the male, whatever they are, species. That's what they are. I couldn't think of the right word for what they are. Oh, goodness. But it really, when it has gotten a lot better, but back in the 80s, when we got in the trucking business and we first started hauling cattle, and that there was just no women that ever talked to men. And, you know, you had women that worked in the sales, the stockyards and the sales in the office, and they would just do the bills and stuff like that. But you just didn't have a lot of women that were out there doing anything to do with the trucks and the bull haulers picking up loads and all like this. Bull haulers think they're little extra something. And they do have a terrible job with all they have to do handling the cows and everything. But these guys would, and then they would act to me like I never knew what loading a truck with cattle even meant. And this guy, one day, I finally got so fed up with him. And I always used to try to stay sweet, but with him, I got real ugly. And he was like, you know, these cattle are just nasty and dirty, and y'all didn't wash out the trailer. And I said, let me tell you something. That trailer left my yard clean, and it just went 15 miles up the road. And I know that they don't look like that because I know you're just making up this bunch of bull. And if you don't think I had never loaded a cow truck before, you're crazy. So we had a little misunderstanding there, but it got all he understood that I knew that I'd been in a cow trailer and loaded them many times. So, oh my goodness, Yarn Bark, you started in 96. Well, we started in 1980. And the hauling cattle, and then in 1990 we got our ICC authority to haul just general commodity freight. So, hey Judy and VJ, and is it just Zola or
Message.
I don't know if I'd be able to pronounce it any other. No, she hadn't had twin girls or boys yet, Laura. I told the boys to go find out. They went, most of the sheep went into the back pasture. They'd been staying for the last months and months and months up here around the barn. And if any of y'all don't know, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming has one of our sheep in the pasture, and I named it Laura. And so she should be having either one baby or two, hopefully within the next month. So we'll have to see when she finally comes in. So, hey, Donna G and Lisa and Sue, hello, hello. If I missed anybody else, I am so sorry. Hey, Zanita. Makes crochet items. Oh, my word. Oh, goodness, y'all. I am so sorry. Stop. I know that's just busting y'all's ears open. I am so, so sorry. Good grief. Where's my... Sorry about that. Sorry for the hand up there. Wake everybody up tonight. Maybe I've got it off now. So, I was doing real good to go back up here and find some. Denise Hoffman, I hadn't said hey. Do you have a... I'm just looking at, I can't even keep up with the chat, y'all. I'm sorry. Your fur baby had a stroke? Oh my goodness. Yes, as soon as it gets, I usually cut this to where I can't cut it completely off. This phone, I've looked at every setting in the world. The only way that I can cut it where nobody can do anything is, yeah. I will, Trisha. She'll have to be Mama Laura. Will that? But the only thing I have found that I can do with the phone to get it is just to cut the volumes off of everything. And that's the do not disturb only setting on my phone, other than if you want to put it on airplane mode, but that cuts off being able to video, so I can't do that. But anyway, let me start. I've just run my mouth. I've been with Hazel today. I had to go to the doctor this morning. And hey, Linda, yarning and darning. And Laura Lee, hello. There's 70 in here. Oh, wow, y'all. Thank you. Y'all about got caught up with the thumbs up. I sure do appreciate that. But I bought a new case, and this is like 2 or 3 inches bigger than the other little case, and this has all kind of rooms for crochet hooks. I got to get my other ones and put them there, and it's got room on this side for crochet. It's actually, you don't go that way. Then a little zipper pocket right there. This came from Amazon. They've got every kind in the world if you want to need a bigger one, because I thought I had my other little one. Yeah. See? This is my one I've been using, and this is my new one. So that's a lot of difference in what you can put in there. Hey, Mare, Runaway Red, how are you, sweetie? Thank you for being here. And Carp, 5011 Kimberly. Am I right? Yes, and in the back, you've got places where you can either put their little pockets, and you can either put, these up here are deeper, of course, and these are kind of shorter, and you can either stick whatever you want. I just stuck those little snips in there. And then it's got 2 big pockets on that side to put all of your things that you need when you're crocheting. Ah, yes, I got it right. For once again. Maybe my brain is starting to work again. Yes, I really like that. I think I'm going to love it, because I had so much trouble with this other case because I tried to pile everything in it and things just were not going to fit in it. I just had too much stuff. So, yeah, thank you, Kimberly. I'm proud of myself too, because I have not been remembering anything here lately. Hey, Carly Girl 88, is that what? welcome. So happy to have you here in my chat. Yes, I got this on Amazon. It's called a Pro Case. Now they have, if y'all can see, it's just Pro Case. They have a bunch of them. From every one that I looked at, besides the bigger one that has a handle on it, this was just like a half an inch bigger on this side. One side's a half an inch bigger and the other side's almost an inch, something like that. So it was a little bit bigger than some of the others, and it looked like it would work for the way for all of my stuff that I put in it, with the pockets and all in the back. And then it's got several, because really, well, I knew I would open the wrong side. This one in here, where it's got the little pocket here, it's got like these two more for, I put some of my bigger clover, but it's got some more spaces down here. I'm not sure if one of these would fit down there, but some of the, like a hook that hasn't got the thing on it, or I didn't try it. There's a few more smaller hooks that I've got of the clover. I just took them out and put them in something else. But hey, they fit in here. The smaller clover hooks fit in there. Just tried it out and it works. Cheryl, I'm sorry. My phone just a ringing, you know. Didn't mean to do that. I try to remember to cut that off, but didn't do that tonight, so. But anyway, I told y'all I was doing some blankets for my children, and the blue blanket that I haven't done but about 6 more rows on. I'm terrible. Well, let's see. Last week I was here, I think, down in this section of the blue. So I did do the dark blue, 1 row of white, 3 rows of the mixed colors, and 2 more rows. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 rows on it. Isn't that looking pretty? I love this. And of course, when I do something, I have to keep going longer and longer. I can't. It's got that much more. I did do that much. But my oldest, hey Jeanette, DOY, how are you, hon? I hadn't seen you. I think I saw your name at D's, and then I didn't ever see you again, and I didn't ever say hey. But I like that. It's the Ripple Granny Square, Granny Stitch blanket, and I think it's turning out real pretty. So now I've got my oldest son, his wife, and through that yarn, I showed y'all back when the yarn I bought in Florida was some rose colored yarns and everything. Well, you're welcome, Bev. I'm so happy that you're here. Hey, Julie. Have I said hey? Yeah, I know I've missed boo-koodles of y'all. I'm so sorry. Hey to all of you. And I'm sorry I got so far behind in the chat. But I had been wanting to do just some squares. And if y'all can see that blanket over there, last year I did that, and it's just big old the solid granny squares, and then I sewed them together, and that just worked out so pretty, and I love it. Hey, Jonna, see if I can get it out right. Uh, but I talked to my daughter-in-law today. She came down here for a little bit, and we were talking, and I asked her about doing some squares. I got this book too, and it's got in it every kind of granny square you could think of. Isn't that a pretty square? Can y'all see that, or does the light? I thought that one looked so pretty. There's just so many in here. There's solid ones and colorful ones. And let me show y'all. There was I can't ever find anything. I should mark things a little better than I do. I never do anything right, y'all. I just come on here. Anyway, her blanket is going to be pinks, roses, a light rose, a dark rose, and then from Hobby Lobby in the I Love This Yarn, it's called Antique Cream. And look at that one right there. Isn't that pretty? I love that. But I told her that I would do it either if she'd pick out one pattern she liked the best, or I could do it in several different patterns using the same colors, or just whatever she wanted, or I'd do a solid blanket for her, or one with, I told her I would do whatever she wanted. So she told me to find something I thought was pretty and do it for her. She told me which colors she wanted, so that's about all I'm going to get out of her. So I just really thought this has 100 granny squares. Well, yeah, 100 granny squares are, and then it's got, oh yeah, I wanted to show y'all. I wanted to show y'all something else that I found in here that was gorgeous. There's a few patterns in the back. Hey, that's made with Cascade 220 wool. Isn't that sweater beautiful? And that's done with some, it looks like the stitching up the middle is, y'all can't see that good, but it looks like it's like the square design in one of the squares back here. And then the arms are just sewn in, but I thought that was so pretty. And they've got one more thing here. It's a bathing suit cover up, and it's made out of squares, and then the top up there, the sleeves and the top is made. But I thought that was so cute. That would be real pretty, just as like a, don't do the slit up the side and make a cardigan out of it. I thought that would be real pretty, and make it either long sleeves or whatever you wanted, but that just looked real pretty to me. Hey Miguel, I see you there coming in. Okay. Now, like I said, I do have a little bit of yarn. There was one more thing I got in Florida that I haven't shown y'all, and this came from Crystal Coffee Crochet and Cuddles. Did I get that right, y'all? She had that big bucket of yarn that she just picked, let people draw a number and pick out of the bucket. And this was the first thing I got out of there. And isn't that beautiful? It's a Karenjmccaghren skinny cake. Let me see where the information on this. There are 795 yards in this, 100% acrylic. It's a light 3, and this color is rose water. I thought that was so pretty. I love those colors. Miguel, are you still feeling bad? I'm so sorry. Many, many prayers, still praying for you, and I'll keep you in my prayers. Then today, let me get this. Find the right. I got it. I bought just one more hank of this dark Cascade Avalon that I've been buying, that blue blanket is. I got to looking at my dark colors, and I've got something else I'm going to use some of this with, and I thought on that blanket I figured up I was going to need at least one more, and she's almost out of all of her Avalon where I got this from. So I bought that. And then I got, my hank's coming apart. Don't do that, hank of yarn. Thank you, Laura. It's called Medieval Blue. I didn't tell y'all, I've told y'all so much about this Cascade, I figured y'all. This is 50 cotton, 50 acrylic. It is a discontinued yarn, but there are places all over the internet. And I've told y'all before I was going to put up some of those places. And I haven't done anything in my description box except for just comes up what's there all the time. But I'll try to put up some of the stores if any of y'all are interested in looking at any of this Avalon yarn. It is a real nice yarn. It's like I said, it's 50 cotton, 50 acrylic, and then it's a chainette style yarn, and it works up really good, and it's just a beautiful yarn. There's 175 yards in each hank, and it's machine washable and tumble dry. And it just, the colors, they evidently had so many colors when this yarn first came out. It was unreal, because I've just found all kind of colors with all the ones I have left from after doing which blankets I know I'm doing with what I got. I'm going to put one big blanket together with all the colors I had left and didn't use. So, because I got one color of a lot of colors that I'll never go back and... Is Laura not behaving, Tricia? What are you doing? Laura, you know when you come here, you have to behave. Laura was real good in Florida. I want to just say how proud I was of her. Her and Tricia didn't, well, I take that back. They did get in one. Tricia hid Jan, and Laura hid Madonna, the dolls that we had, the Damn It dolls, and we had their face on it. So they had a little bit of misunderstanding about that, but they found Jan and Madonna, so that all went off fine. But now look at you, Laura. You're getting here and you're not being nice. Oh, she started it. Tricia, how dare you? I have to keep these girls straight all the time. It's just a sight. But I also got 2 hanks of the Cascade Ultra Pima. And this is 100% Pima cotton from Peru. It's made in Peru. They're 100-gram hanks. There's 220 yards. They are a number 3 weight, I'm pretty sure. And it looks like machine wash and dry. They don't give a lot of information on these about, you have to go back and look at where I bought them. Hey, Ariel, is Pat Cray Hollis here? Hey, Pat. Hey, Aisha. Do I always pronounce your name wrong, hon? I'm sure I do, and I'm so sorry. And hey to everybody else I know I've missed. I am so sorry. But this is the color I got because I wasn't sure. My daughter-in-law first said she wanted a taupe color to go with her rose colors, is what she thought she wanted. So this color right here is called Suede. And that's a pretty color for a I really like it. But we put these two up to her rose colored yarns, and the antique cream I got at Hobby Lobby we decided looks better than these. So, and this is another hank, but it is actually their taupe, what they call taupe. So I just thought I would get this and see if it was what. None of these taupes that I have seen, I've bought several different types of yarns and colors that should have been close to what I considered a taupe colored yarn. All of these, some of these that said they were taupe were so off the wall that I thought, they've got to be kidding. So, hey Dana Dixon, how are you? And welcome to my chat. Yes, it is pretty. I thought that really turned out, really was a pretty color. Look at these two together. If some of the lighter and the darker, those look so pretty. But I only got one of each just basically to see what colors they look like. Yeah, okay. Yarn Barf. It's hard sometimes to keep up with the chat and everybody going on. Quinn is waving. Hey, Quinn, sweetie. How are you doing? I'm going to have to let Hazel talk to you one day. Hazel was with me today. Hey, Hook by Suze. And she piled all of her stuffed animals on me. And she kind of walked back and looked at me and she said, stuffed animals are all over Nana. I said, yes, sweetie, they are. So she got the biggest kick out of that. But I was like, yeah, pile them on me. Who cares? I'll have stuffed animals. Hey, Deb's Crochet Cafe, Debbie Reynolds. How are you? And welcome. Thank y'all all so much for coming. I think I showed y'all this yarn. I had it still in a box beside me, and I thought, did I ever show that to anybody or not? Before, sometime in September, before my brother got sick, I had got in this yellow of the Rewind line brand yarn, and I got 2 of these, and the color is Make Lemonade. And this yarn is a ribbon type yarn. I don't know if y'all haven't, this has been, Line Brand's had this for quite a while, but it's real good. You can make like pocketbooks, market bags, hats. They've got an adorable hat pattern at Line Brand that's made with one of the darker colors. And it's like a, what did they call it? Federa? I can't think of how to pronounce it. Anyway, this is a pretty yellow Mayor, I thought it was, when it got here, I thought that is so pretty. But I got two of those. I'm not sure what, maybe in the spring I'll make me a oranges. Madonna said green, Laura. And in this shipment, I also got a couple more of my line brand 24/7 in the beets color. This is 100% cotton, and there's 186 yards, and it's a medium number 4. I didn't tell y'all what they classify this tape yarn as, a 5. And I guess it is, but when you're working with it, you can use a smaller hook. It just depends on if you want it to look a little bigger or whatever. But I did get that beets, 2 of these, because always if I'm buying something from line brand, I throw in 1 or 2. Like I told y'all last week, one day I'm going to have enough of that color to make me some big something. I also got 2 of these, and this is Dragonfly. That's a real pretty color. Beautiful. So, I've got some secret yarn coming. Y'all will have to wait and see in the next week or so, and I'll show y'all, hopefully within at least a couple of weeks. Melissa from Crocheting in Agreement and I are putting some colors together and she's going to put a Yarn Addict yarn in her shop. So y'all wait and see that. She can dye things, I think, in any. I'm having her dye some finger and weight cotton for me in the colors I want, but we'll see what all it turns out to be. So purple is the best, Donna. Well, that's, everybody has their colors. I like purple. I like a deep, and I like this kind of, that beets color. I love that color. And then I love teals and corals and just all kind of colors like that. And reds, real deep, saturated, where it just looks like it's just red. Either like a brighter red if it's if it just looks like the yarn is just all red, And then the deeper, darker reds, I like those also. So I have a wide variety of colors. Annette, are you leaving? Was so happy you were here. Thank you so much for being here. But that's about all of the goodies I think I had to show y'all. I probably got something in my, if y'all could see this mess that I have right down here. It's in front of my table here. My table always stays in a mess. But I've got the biggest mess. I've got bags and boxes and sacks of yarn that came in the mail that I hadn't put up anywhere. So I've just eventually have to get busy and start doing something. Well, y'all want to know who won the giveaway for last week? And y'all, all of y'all that have won giveaways in the past 2 months, I'm finally getting them. I have bought some bigger of the mail-in bags, and oh yes, Michelle, Melissa does beautiful yarn, so she's going to be getting that together. We've been looking at a lot of colors, and I hope that we have, more I hope we can get together all this. I told her, I said, I've got so many yarns I'm wanting to. And she was like, whatever you want me to do. So I was like, yes. But we'll have some pretty colors. Last week, and I didn't pull them, there behind my chair, I had, sorry, I knocked my camera. I had 4 cakes of the Line Brand Velvet yarns in the dark charcoal gray and the silver color. And I know I've got some more silver. I got to thinking about it, and I know I do. It's back there somewhere, and I will find it before I mail this. Of course, if it takes me more than a week or so, I'll I'll do something else. But the winner of that yarn was Christy Turley. Christy lives not far from here, from me, so I was just shocked when her name popped up there. She watched the replay last week. She was here earlier. I don't know if she stuck around for the whole live here or not. And this coming week, I have looked back and figured out, I think more people enter the giveaway when it's a surprise box of yarn than when it's not. So I will have a surprise box of yarn to give away to pick the winner next Monday night. And what you'd have to do to enter, as soon as this goes to where you can comment underneath it when it's in replay, and usually when it comes right up, you can comment. So I don't care what you comment, just as long as it's nice, just leave me a comment and you'll be entered in the drawing for a mystery box of yarn for the next week. I've got to get in and straighten a lot of yarn out because, like I said, I've got so much piled up down here, it's pitiful. And I got some piled over there, and I got some piled back. I've got yarn, y'all. Behind that chair over there, I've got piled. I did clean all of that out back in about August 1st to September. I got boxes stacked up behind that chair over there, and I got all of that out and put it up and had it. Some of it did stay in boxes, but I had it boxed up where it was out of the den here. So, hey, Christy, there you are. And Christy, you can email me and we'll figure out if you want me to mail this or us get together. Hey, Doris, Rose Cottage Crochet. How are you tonight? Thanks so much for being here. And Susan, I'm going to just start going with this because I'll butcher any name. Hey, Pat Taylor, how are you? Hey, Not the End Crochet, welcome. Thank y'all so much for coming. If all of y'all will remember to give me a thumbs up, I will appreciate it. What's it? Oh, wow. We're at 98 thumbs and 84 still people here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Oh, I did. I showed y'all that. There's just so much stuff. I think I showed y'all everything new and stuff that I hadn't shown you, I think. So I'm going to find some granny squares to crochet. What kind of squares do y'all like to crochet? Like if you're just to crochet squares for a blanket, you know, if y'all were going to put together a blanket with either just granny squares or other types of squares with you know, different things in them. Are they all considered granny squares? I just really had never known. I know the ones that, oh, is Laura begging somewhere here? Goodness me, Laura. Hey, Sherry. Sherry K loves yarn. Have I missed you this whole time, or have you just come in? I'm so sorry if I missed you, hon. Oh, chicken and dumplings sounds wonderful. Well, thanks for having me in there with you making chicken and dumplings. You don't mind crocheting them, but putting them together. Yeah, I know, Regina. I was going to go look on her channel too and see some of the squares she has, because she's got some real pretty ones. You know, after I made this blanket, of course, these were big squares over here. I forgot, but they're like that big. Can y'all measure that? But you can, that's just a piece of one, this first red. And I don't know if y'all can see, but they're big squares, so it wasn't, you know, like putting a whole bunch of little squares. Hey, Dago, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. Autumn, you hadn't talked yourself into it. Hey, Gracie, thank you so much for being here. Doris, if you've not been feeling good, I'm so sorry. And Cheryl, is it Easterbrook? Did I say that? I can't see either, so pronouncing names and not being able to see is doesn't make for a good. But thank y'all so much for all being here tonight. Not the end crochet you just finished. Did you do all of the squares the same, or did you? Hey, Phyllis, thank you so much for coming by. I think really what I want to do is use the same colors, but oh, she was trying to pawn her orange furls hook. You said thank you, but no thanks. I hear you, Laura. I hear that and believe it so much. Hey, Bridget, thanks for coming by. How are you doing tonight, hon? Did Jack? Hey, Jax, you scared in here, girls? I hope you and yours are doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. Different stitches with the same color set. That's what I thought. Maybe do different ones, but just use, you know, all the same color. And oh, great, Bridget. I've been meaning to go back and look at your Facebook to see if he had gotten any better. I was praying, have been praying for him ever since I heard he was in the hospital. Hey, Julie Woolly Knits, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. What do y'all think? Make some squares and just do different colors in the squares and then put them together with the, I guess if I use that antique cream, and do it that way, but make them a different design. I love you, Teresa. I love all of y'all. And I appreciate, we're about time to go here. I guess everybody can start killing everybody by them. My nose get red here. I turn all different kind of colors. I've got the heat on in here. Uh, oh, you're going to make a poncho with the granny squares? That'll be pretty. I love all of y'all so much. Y'all just will never realize how much y'all do mean to me. And I'm not just saying that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Every Monday when I come, y'all just bless me so much getting to see all of y'all and y'all all coming and that's right, Laura, I'm your big sis and you better behave. Hey, Dee. Have you been here, Dee, or did I say hey to you in the beginning? And let me take a drink of water. But it was so good to have you all here. Y'all do mean the world to me. I appreciate each and every Monday night y'all coming and spending this hour with me because y'all just make my whole week. Dee was saying tonight about how she didn't feel really good before her live, and then she came on, and seeing everybody, just made her feel a lot better, and it does. It truly does. I know I don't always just look at the chat and talk back to y'all, but when I'm trying to show things, I can't do two things at one time. My mind doesn't work that way. But I appreciate y'all so very, very much. And I guess I will let y'all go. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful week ahead of you. And I hope God continues to bless you all. And y'all know the main thing you have to do, always and forever, keep coming back, because if the good Lord's willing, I'm going to be here. And I do love all of you so very much. And I will try to cut y'all off. I never know if I actually get y'all cut right off or not. But y'all, I love you and thank you so much for being here.